Because during those days, I consider myself an actor, stage manager, who also directs. And he sort of, I directed one of his plays, and he says, you're a good director. You should focus on directing, and so you leave that acting stuff alone. He said,
So you haven't returned to the stage?
not really, I'm still a member. I am a member of Actors Equity Association, and I won't sit here and say I will never go on stage again. But it's not like I don't have the passion to go on stage or what. I taught acting for years at Columbia College, and the main thing I tell my actors, my students, that if you're going to be an actor, you got to have a passion for it, because there's such a strong rate of denial in there. You go to all these auditions, you don't get the job, and every now and then when you finally do get the job, you're working for like about 3 months, and then you're out of a job again. It's tough until you get really, really established. But in any case, you gotta have a passion for it. An actor is a very rare breed of a person. There's an actor, a real actor, can't do anything else and be satisfied. They really have to be acting, whether it's on stage or in front of a camera, whatever. They have to be acting. That's the thing that drives them. That does not drive me. I know how to act, but I am not an actor. That does not drive me.
I see.
Directing is closer to what drives me. But directing isn't the only thing. I like producing also. I like to put things together. Someone said, let's do something. Let's do this. I like putting it together and making it happen. So yeah.
Have you ever experimented with performance art, like improv type things?
Well, I think I'm doing that right now with a show called Zulu Fits that I'm working, that opens next week or Tuesday.
If you could give me a definition of performance art, what would you define it as?
It's performance art to me is something that's just out of the ordinary in terms of performance. There's something different about it other than just sitting and watching a play performed. There is a uniqueness about what you're watching that puts you into a different frame. Oh, that's different. Oh, I've never seen that before. Or that was a unique way of using XYZ. To me, that's what I would define performance art is. We go to see a stage, a play performed on stage, and normally there's the actors on stage, the set, lights, all the regular stuff that we're used to seeing when we sit in the theater. But every now and then, something else is unique about this particular production. With the play I'm doing right now, television screens that are an intricate part of the action that's on the stage. These screens, if these screens aren't working right, then the play doesn't work.
Right.
So to me, that's performance art.
Okay. So when you first started, you were what age again?
That was like about 25, 26.
Were you going to school? Or
No. I stumbled into theater. I mean, I had no idea once when I got out of the Marines in 1963, and was working at the post office, and some friends of mine were in a theater group, and they were new friends. They weren't friends from high school or anything like that. They were just new friends, and they were part of a theater group that was performing plays for patients at Michael Reese Hospital. And one of their actors dropped out of one of their shows, and they talked me into coming down there, and that's how I got in theater.
But you didn't know beforehand.
No, no, no,
Like,
no. I had no idea.
I kind of like this afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I found I stumbled into. I mean, I literally stumbled into what I was supposed to do with my life. It wasn't like it was a planned thing. Naturally, once I got into it, I realized there was more to it than what we were
Right,
doing.
that's the next additional question. Did you take any training?
Yes, yeah.
Once you
Yeah,
found out.
I had the GI Bill available to me, and so I went to school and studied business and theater. I didn't study just theater. I studied business and I studied theater, and I've been studying. You know, theater is one of those things that you never stop studying. You know, there's always something to learn with theater. You know, so but yeah. I took classes at Luke College which is Harold Washington College now. But when I was young, it was Luke College, and I was there for I was doing theater. I mean, not theater. I was taking classes there part-time in the evening because I had a full-time job, and then finally finished. At Governor State University, and that was I got my degree in 1977 from Governor State University. So yeah,
Would you say that going to school, in addition to you already did that prepare you even more?
yeah. Well, you have to go to school. You have to be trained.
It helped in it.
Yes. There's always certain, you have natural talent, yes, but that natural talent has to be refined and honed and put in the right direction to make it useful on the stage. It's the same as anything else. You know, everyone can do something well, but they have to find out that's what they can do well, and then load that up with additional information in order to propel themselves to go forward in it, no matter what your profession is.
So, has there ever been a time when you've been like fed up or felt like you wanted to have a break from theater?
No. Breaks from theater are really downers to me. You know, if I'm not around a theater, I'm pretty lost, unfortunately.
Okay. So, how do you see theater, the state of theater in 10 years? Do you see it?
Unfortunately, I see it merging more with the technological age, and I say unfortunately because I'm old-fashioned. I'm strictly actors on the stage type of guy, but media is creeping in fast and furious. You know, that's we're sitting here talking, to a computer. Once before somebody had a microphone in front of them. That's what I'm used to.
It was a huge microphone.
Yeah. But I think that we're part of the computer age, and which is the reason why I've agreed to do this show I'm doing now with Impact, Zulu Fits, is because it is, it's a multimedia production. I have to work with the new technology. I have to be aware. I have to be ready for it. I mean, I have to learn it. I have to, because it's coming. It's not going anywhere.
Right. Yeah. So, what advice would you give? This is a cliche question everybody asks. What advice would you give future directors and other actors and actresses?
Just learn. Go to the theater as much as you can, and go to the theater to watch and learn, not just to enjoy production, but to go there and look and see what other directors are doing and how they're doing it. That was one of the. I love going to the theater myself, and by loving to go to the theater, I find myself inside of a theater and watching other people's work, and it only helps me, because not only do you find things that you really can do or would like to do, you also see things that you know doesn't work.
Right, like I would have done that.
Or I'll never do that. You see,
No.
Yeah. But I think that's my major advice. Other than naturally training, get as much training as you can, and study every opportunity you get. Study abroad. Go to different countries. and see the work of other cultures, how they express themselves. It's all a matter of